Hey guys, today I'm gonna check my privilege. I'm on a fucking BuzzFeed shit, man. I don't even know how I found this. Yeah, someone did this on YouTube, and now I'm gonna do it because it seemed kind of fun. Fucking BuzzFeed. I'm gonna check my privilege. But, I don't know, man. Whatever. But there's some fun questions that I have to check or not check. I felt like I looked through some of them and felt like I could get a nice conversation going in this video, so fuck it. Check all the statements that apply to you. I am white. I guess so. I have never been discriminated against because of my skin color. I don't particularly remember. Like, someone's probably called me white at some point. I don't know. I really, not even on the internet. I don't remember it. I've never been the only person of my race in a room. Yes, I have. In school, plenty of times. I had a bunch of Muslim friends. Most of the people in my class in middle school in the last few years were Muslims. And I often work in a group with just a couple Muslims, and we would go to our own room and do shit. You know, it's whatever. I've never been. Also, I hate the whole race thing. Like, who gives a shit? I don't really see or think in races. I just think people. But whatever. I've never been mucked for my accent. I mock myself for my accent back in my old videos because I sound like a cunt. But no. I guess not. I've been asked about my accent, but no one's ever said that it's like shit. Because I barely really have an accent, man. It's pretty standard shit. Oh, I have never been told I am attractive. Okay. For my race. No, you're attractive for a whitey. Now the kids are gonna make more noise. I had to wait like 5 minutes. I started recording, and then they started making noise outside and yelling and stuff. And then I waited for about 5 minutes, then they finally left. But now I think they're gone again. I have never been a victim of violence because of my race. Nope. I have never been called a racial slur. Not really. Have I been? No, I don't think so. I've been called a lot of things, but not. I've never been told I sound white. No. Well, I mean, Cry is white. His figure, the Cry figure, that's total white. And I've been told that I sound like Cry, so. But no. A stranger has never asked to touch my hair, or asked if it's real. A stranger has asked to touch my hair. That was in Manchester. When I was there with my high school class. I was walking with a couple of my classmates. And this young lady, pretty drunk probably, came over and started talking to us, like all alone. She was all alone, started talking to us. She was pretty nice, a kind person, just talking. I don't know. And then she was like, I really like your hair. Can I touch it? It looks soft. And I said, sure. If I can touch my hair, then, you weirdo. Wait, so I don't check that. I am heterosexual. Yeah. I mean, I don't really give a fuck about looks. My girlfriend just so happens to be fucking beautiful, but that's not why I'm with her. That's for freaking personality. Well, let's say I never met her, and Cry never met Cheyenne, and all of a sudden he sees my videos and he starts like flirting with me and stuff. Maybe, like, because I feel like his personality is so fucking awesome, and some guys just really have awesome personalities that would fit with me. and maybe I'd be able to have a relationship. I don't know, it would feel weird. Kissing a guy, I've never really... I mean, I don't know. If I loved the person, sure. I'm just not into the whole idea about dicks. But there doesn't have to be sex involved necessarily. I just broke something off a can. Anyway, I'm heterosexual. I've never lied about my sexuality. No. I never had to come out. No. I never doubted my parents' acceptance of my sexuality. No. I have never been called a fag. I am on the internet. That's all haters can say is, you're a faggot. You're so uncreative. Give me better hate, man. I've never been called a dyke. Nope. I have heard of that word, but does anyone use that? Not here. I've never been called a fairy. A fairy? Or any other derogatory slur for homosexuals. Well, faggot. Any other derogatory slur for homosexual. I mean, sure, I've been called shit that's got to do with homos. Just like faggot. So I guess I have never tried to hide my sexuality. Nope. I am always comfortable with PDA with my partner in public. What the fuck is that? Alright, so PDA is public. It's not being afraid of showing that you love someone in public, like holding hands and stuff. I am fine with that. I'd rather do that than not do that, you know? When I'm with my bitch. Show all the creepy assholes out there. It's like, she's taken, just get away. Haha. I have never pretended to be just friends with my... Nope. I have never been ostracized by my religion for my sexual orientation. Correct, because I don't have a religion. I don't understand the whole, like, people constantly categorizing themselves like, I am an atheist, I am a Christian, I am not an atheist nor Christian, I believe in something but just not and so I am this and this and this. It's like, I'm just Dane. I don't think too much about, I just live my life and make the most out of it. I'm not trying to put myself into different categories so I can tell people who aren't in that same category that I'm this and you're a Christian, so but I'm this, so yeah. I don't get it, man. The whole like fashion and style and I'm wearing this kind of clothes and this kind of... I'm just wearing the clothes that I like. There might be something from this style and that style and that style. I don't give a fuck. I'm just wearing whatever the fuck I like and I'm comfortable in. Okay. I don't try to follow a specific style just because it is a specific style. How long is this? Christ. Well, I don't have too much time, so let's try and... I've never been told I would burn in hell for my sexual orientation. No. I have never been told that my sexuality is just a phase. No. I've never been violently threatened because of my sexuality. No. I am a man. Yeah. I feel comfortable in the gender I was born in. Yeah. I still identify as a... Yeah. I have never tried to change my gender. Nope. Only video games. I've never been denied an opportunity because of my gender. I'm sure I have. Without a doubt. Throughout life, someone will pick a girl or a guy because that's what they want. For whatever reason, whatever you're doing. School, work, whatever. It's probably at some point been something where a girl or a guy has been picked over a guy or a girl. Whatever. I make more money than my professional counterparts of a different gender. It's YouTube. You get money based on views. In fact, often girls will get more views because they're girls. That's not necessarily, honestly, not at all really true. It can be easier for girls, though, sometimes, in, like, gaming and stuff. At least it was, because there wasn't a lot of girl gamers, but a lot of guy gamers, so it was like, the fewer there are of the thing you're doing, the easier it's gonna be to kinda, yeah, but now, it's a good mix of both genders, and I don't know how many really care if it's a girl or a guy. It's all about whether they're entertaining or not. So that's good. But maybe that's just the way I'm thinking. I don't really care if it's a guy or a girl. I don't think about it at all. I've never, no, and not as a mailman either. We get the same fucking paycheck. They probably make more money, most of the people, because they work there for a long time and they start earning more money. I don't know. I never felt unsafe because of my gender. Nope. I've never been catcalled. No. I've never been sexually harassed or assaulted. No. Not really. On the internet, maybe. But, like, I don't know. I've never been raped. That is true. I work in a salaried job. I guess. A mailman? Salary? Maybe it's wrong if I check this, but I think so. My family and I have never lived below the poverty line. Correct. I don't have any student loans. No, and I never will. Why would I borrow money just to have to pay money back? Even more money back. Hey, I don't have a lot of money, so I'll borrow money so that I have to pay even more money back, and so I'll have even less money. No, I get it. Sometimes you need money for right now, and you know that you'll have more money in the future, and so you can pay back and stuff, and yeah, I get it. But I only hear bad shit about student loans, man. I've never gone to bed hungry. I have. I've never had to go to bed hungry, but it's happened before. I've never been homeless. My parents pay some of my bills. Yeah, they do. My phone and fucking the house, and they pay a bunch of stuff. My clothes. My parents pay all my bills. No, I still buy a lot of shit on my own. All the software as well that I have for my PC and my recording program, all that shit. I pay a bunch of stuff myself. I pay for the train to my girlfriend. I pay a bunch of shit. I don't rely on public transport. I do. We don't have a car. We never had a car. I buy new clothes at least once a month. Nope. If I did, my mom wouldn't be paying for my clothes. I don't know why she still does, but it's because I barely ever buy it, and she likes to just, I don't know, be supportive and help. Kind as fuck. I have never done my taxes myself. Not true. I have had to do that, like, just very recently. I'm pretty new at that shit. It's so weird. You gotta go in, because I make money now on YouTube. Not a lot, but enough for me to have to put in the taxes and stuff and be like, because that shit doesn't get registered on its own as it does when you have a normal job. Well, most of the cases it will. So me as a mailman, it's all taken care of automatically. But all the money I make on YouTube, I have to go in and tell them this is how much I've made. It feels so easy to just cheat with it. Like, maybe I made 2K, and I can just say I only made 1K. But I don't cheat with it. I sure as hell am not gonna risk that shit. So I've done my taxes myself. I never felt poor. As a kid, maybe, when I had to ask mom for money all the time, but otherwise, no. I guess I've never felt poor. Like, yeah, no. I've never had to worry about making rent. No, because I live with my parents. I never worked as a waiter, barista, bartender, or salesperson. No, but as a mailman, that should be on this list as well, because that's kind of shit. I've had an unpaid internship. But internship is something. Does it count if you, like in middle school, it was like 8th or 9th grade, we had to, for a week, we had to call a bunch of different places, and so we had to work there for a week. And all the companies and stuff know that we'll be calling, so they're like, the places you actually go work, it's like the easiest shit you have to do. I called a bunch of record labels because I was really into music and wanted to produce music. All of them said no. I was also really into skateboarding. So my friend, who was also into skateboarding, called a skate shop. And the first one he called, they were like, yeah, you can come in and work here for a week. Which he did, and it was so chill, and it was skate movies running on the television all the time, and he barely had to do anything, and he could go get coffee and stuff all the time and just skate around. I called a bunch of skate shops, and they said no. And eventually I had to work in Stadium, which is like a sports shop that was fucking boring and shit, and I had to sort out shoes and stuff. And the first days when people asked me, like, do you have shoes in this size and stuff, I was like, oh, I'll go find out. And I couldn't figure out that shit, so I fucked up so many times and had to go ask them, like, was it this size or this size? I don't remember. They got angry with me. So the last days I just said, I don't know, I'm just a school kid here working like for a week. I don't go find someone else. And then they did. They were like, oh yeah, okay, sorry man, yeah, okay, take care. But does that count as an internship? I don't think so. Is that what an internship is? No, I don't think so. So I guess I haven't. I've had multiple. No. I went to summer camp. No. I went to private school. No. I graduated high school. Yeah, somehow. I don't know how. I got so tired of school there, man. I was such a fucking nerd in middle school, but then I got to high school and everything just got worse and worse. I couldn't take anymore. No college for me. My parents paid at least some of my tuition. We got free shit here, man. There are some education stuff that cost if you take like really specific shit. Like my friend's gonna become like a massage trainer kind of guy, and that shit's costing a bunch of money. But just going to college and stuff, that's free. I had a car in high school? No. I've never had a roommate. Well, no, not for good, but like just living in a hotel and stuff. That counts, right? Technically, that's a roommate. I've always had cable. I guess. I have traveled I travel now, yeah, because I'm going to Sweden. That's internationally. I go to Sweden a bunch of times. I've only done that this year. Wait, no. Now we're next. So from last year and this year, I'll continue to do that till we live together. So it's true now. I studied and nope. I've never skipped a meal to save money. No. I don't know what Salime is. Correct. I spent spring breaks abroad. I don't know. I have spent a spring break abroad, but I don't do it every time. I don't know. What, or have I spring break? I don't know. Fucking whatever. I have frequent flyer miles. I don't know what that is. My parents are heterosexual. My parents are both alive. My parents are still married. I do not have any physical disabilities. I don't have any social disabilities. I'm kind of social anxious, but kind of a little bit. I probably have learning disabilities, but then again, not really. No eating disorders. Wait. Shit. I'm doing it wrong. Why is the page so slow? Really slow. Oh, let me just close Steam. Exit. Wait, I gotta do it here. There we go. That should help a little bit. Maybe. Maybe not. Now everything fucked up. I can't even do anything. I don't have time for this. I need to go make dinner for the family. Oh, it actually is running a little bit better now. I've never been depressed. I wish. I have never considered suicide. That is correct. I've never attempted it. I've never taken medication. I can afford medication if when I need it. I have never been told I'm overweight or too skinny. No. My dad told me recently that, oh, you're starting to gain a little bit of weight, huh? That's it. And I am. It's true. I have never felt overweight or underweight. No. I've never been ashamed. Been shamed for my... Oh, no, I haven't been shamed, no. I consider myself to be physically attractive. Well, I guess I'm not against myself, but it's not like I'm super duper attractive. I don't really consider much of myself because I don't really care about physical attractiveness. I just want long hair, and then I like to eat cake. Whatever. The fact that my girlfriend considers me attractive means that I consider myself attractive because she thinks I'm attractive, and I care about what she thinks, in a way. Does that make sense? Whatever. I can afford a therapist. They're fucking expensive, right? But sure. I've used prescription drugs. No. I don't know. Maybe. I don't know. I have never had an addiction. I'm gonna say no, but the thing is, sometimes I'm worried, like, am I a sugar addict? Because I eat shit like every evening pretty much. So I've taken time where I don't eat anything for like a couple days or even a week or something, just to see, like, am I really addicted? Am I gonna start feeling shit? And then I feel like I'm fine. It's boring that I don't get anything, but I feel fine. And so after I've done some of that, I've cut down a lot. So some days I'll eat nothing or try to eat something that's healthy. And I still love my candy and my snacks, so I still eat that shit, but just much less and not as often. It's not because I'm addicted to it, it's just because I like it. I've never been shamed. I guess I've never had an addiction then. I've never been I'm addicted to my girlfriend though. Does that count? It is a love addiction, honestly. Whenever, if I wouldn't have her for a couple days, like not even get to talk to her or anything, I would start feeling shit. I am honestly love addicted. That might sound cringy, but it's true. Kind of addicted to YouTube and video games, but I don't know if that really counts. I've never been shamed for my religious beliefs, because I don't really have any. I've never been violently threatened, nope. I've never been violently attacked, nope. There's a place of worship for my religion in my town. It's called Everywhere. Because I don't have a fucking religion. So should I check this or not? I feel like you shouldn't check this. if you are religious, and there's no place for you to practice your religion. Otherwise, you should press it. I have never lied about my ethnicity. Nope. Okay. This page is so slow. Oh, we're close. Okay. Because I kind of have to go. I have never lied about my religion. Nope. All my jobs have been sure. I mean, me working as a mailman or as a YouTuber would not. No one would say anything if I was a Christian or a Buddhist or anything. Because we have a lot of different people who work there, and they work there because they do their job and stuff, not because they're one religion or another. It's not really a thing at all in Denmark. Denmark is really good and really free when it comes to all that shit, so I quite enjoy that. This is more like America being a bit fucked up, I feel like. Not necessarily, but you hear things. I don't know, whatever. I am not nervous in airport security lines. No, not nervous. I'm always like I know I'm gonna beep. I always fucking beep and I have to get my crotch grabbed by some old guy, but I'm not nervous. I've never heard this statement. You have been randomly selected for secondary. I have. When I went to Sweden last time, they've started Sweden, like when you gotta travel in to Sweden with train and stuff, you get checked. And so the first couple of times, police went through the train and just looked at the passports and tickets, and then that was it. But the second last time, a lady started asking me questions. She didn't ask any of the others questions. She asked me questions, what I was gonna do and what's up. And then last time, 2 people came. They went through the whole train wagon thing that I was in, straight over to me. I was like, hey, what's up? Hey, what you doing? What are you? And of course, when you start talking to me like that, I'm gonna get fucking nervous, like, hey, what's up? What do you want? Are you gonna kill me? Are you gonna take me out? Am I under arrest? What are you doing? Am I super suspicious? And then they started checking my bags and stuff. And I'd packed some of the candy that I had. I'd packed it in like plastic bags and stuff, and I was like, oh shit, they're gonna go through my bag, and they're gonna see these plastic bags, and they're gonna be like, it's fucking drugs. And he pulled out some of it, and he could see it was candy. He was like, oh, candy? Yeah, candy. So I had to fucking get my shit checked and stuff, and of course I act nervous. I'm a bit social anxious and stuff. That made me fucking nervous. Suddenly I have to get checked, so that made me maybe seem even more suspicious. Never been called a terrorist, though. But I have had to do this stuff. I don't know if I specifically heard this line, but they said something along that shit. Nobody has ever tried to save me from my religious beliefs. Nope. Never been cyberbullied for any of my identities. Not cyberbullied. Not really. I was not bullied as a child for any of my identities. I guess, like, I don't want to get into details, but I did have a friend who was shit and started kind of taking advantage of me, and that, I count that as bullying. So I guess I was bullied as a child, and I guess my identity was the weakling who didn't do anything to stop it. He learned that quickly and took advantage of it. Yeah. And I feel like at that time growing up and stuff, it might be partly the reason why I'm socially anxious and stuff. Anyway, I'll make a video about that someday. I have never tried to distance myself from... no. Identities, what do you mean? I'm just... Well, I guess I'm Dane on the internet, but I'm trying the best I can to be myself. There is a Jonas, though, you know, and a Dane. My real name is Jonas. I am being Jonas when I'm with my family, and being a bit more, and then I'm being a bit more, when I'm up here. That's because who I am, and that's just what you do when you're with your parents, right? So I guess you have multiple identities in a way. I act differently when I'm outside as well. I'm much more in a cave or whatever. I've never been self-conscious about anything. Not really. Well, self-conscious. I am self-conscious all the fucking time about myself. But I'm not like... It doesn't mean that I don't have self-confidence. I'm just conscious about myself and what I do. And like a good example is when I'm on my skateboard and maybe I'm like walking behind somebody and they don't know I'm there. I'm not just randomly gonna put down my skateboard and stuff, because I know they'll probably get startled or be like surprised by the sudden sound, and then they'll start looking at me a bunch, and I'm like too self-conscious to suddenly start rolling by them and be like that attention-seeking skateboarder. That's not what I'm trying. So I will often not skate like next to people when I'm alone, if I wasn't already skating when they saw me first. Does that make sense? Whatever. I'm self-conscious. I don't know if that's what they mean, but that's how I understand it. I've never questioned any of my identities. Everyone always questions who the fuck they are. Especially when you grow up and you reach like 15, 16, 17, you certainly question your own identity. I feel privileged because of the identity I was born with. Yeah, I guess. Check my privilege, and then I really have to go. You live with 71 out of 100 points of privilege. You're quite privileged. You've had a few struggles, but overall your life has been far easier than most. This is not a bad thing, nor is it something to be ashamed of. But you should be aware of your advantages and work to help others who don't have them. Thank you for checking your privilege. I mean, there's this whole thing about me going through different mental shit that I've kind of actually been able to deal with, because I just have this self-control in a way that I've learned quickly. And a lot of people don't really, when they go through depression, they need help from someone. I never needed help. I just took care of it myself. Somehow my body did that. But now I'm doing the best I can. I've made videos about it and stuff to actually try and help people, and it has helped. So yeah, I'm certainly aware. I have to go now. I really have to go because I have to make dinner. So thanks for watching. Take care. I hope you enjoyed. Go check your privilege. Tell me if you're quite privileged yourself or whatever. Fucking BuzzFeed, man. But I hope you enjoyed. And take care. I will see you around. Yeah. If you got more quizzes for me to take, feel free to send them my way. I will see you around. Take care. Okay, I am repeating myself. I love you. Poof.